Hello, I am Kansas from Kansas Pits Photography. I was going to do a couple of quick tutorials on the sky overlays with trees and without. So the beach ones are pretty easy. Here it is right here. This is after some tweaks in Lightroom. It was really ugly before. In fact, I thought I had them before. But these are really easy to do if you're in a field or something like that. You would just go and grab your quick selection tool and it will pretty much find the edges for you. You'll need to go in between certain things there and just kind of tweak it a little bit, just like this. And then you'll go to modify feather and then 5 and then Command J to put that on a new layer. So for this one, I think I was going to be using the purple gray clean, and that is out of Sunset Dusk, I believe. And so then I'm going to go and do create clipping mask. And if you want to make these a smart object, which is actually better, but for the purposes of the tutorial, it was just easier to do this. You can just go to File. Let's see. You can go to Edit and Place. Maybe. I usually do mine a little bit different than that, but some people like to do the place image. So you would just, the best way to do that actually is to open it up in here and just take something and do it like that, and that makes it a smart object right there after you hit right there. So I'm going to delete that, but that's an easier way to do it, and plus it keeps your image as a smart object. So like I said, just open your sky in Finder and drag it over and it'll create a smart object for you. It's someplace in the menu too, but I don't use it often enough for that. So on this one, you're just going to decide where you want it, basically, and then you're going to go down here and create a mask, and then you'll get a black brush, big and not very much opacity, and then I always try to blend it like down here at the bottom if it's a good previous sky to blend it with. This day looked kind of stormy and we didn't really want it to. And then I'm going to click back on the sky up here and go to Filter, Blur Gallery. People like different ones. I would go between 2 and 3 here probably. I like that. And then that's it. And then you would just edit it the way that you normally edit your images. So for this one, this was the final product. And if you want to see it before, there it is. There it is. So I'm going to close those. So I'm going to show you a couple other ones. All right, this is straight out of camera right here. And this is out of Lightroom. And on these kind of images, what I like to do, this one has almost no sky, but I wanted to fill in something up there. So what I would do with this one is kind of go and make a very loose, you see all the dappling in the trees, you kind of want to get that because your sky should be showing a little bit through there if it's a true sky. So you're just going to go with your quick selection tool and do that again, and then go to Select, Modify, Feather. And you're going to put that on a new one just like we did before, Command J. And then I am going to put this one in right here. Like I said, you can just drag it over and make it a smart object, but right there I'll create the clipping mask. Okay, and I'll reduce the opacity a little bit, and there's no sky in this one, so I'll probably end up using multiply, so that's what I'll do there. So here we go here, and then I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to create a mask down there, and then I'm going to go grab a black brush at a lower opacity, and I'm just going to brush it off a little bit in the trees. But when you're using multiply, it does help a lot. You don't have to mask it quite, and you want some of it in the trees. Like some of that color should totally be in the trees because there's so much dappling coming from the trees. You know, you should be able to see some of the pink color through it, and just kind of like this. There we go. And then I would click on the sky again and go to Filter, blur. Maybe blur that one a little bit more. Like that. I probably did a better job this time than I did before. And then I would edit it and it would become something like this. So I like that one because you got, there's some color in there. Okay, so I had this one now. This one's got lots of trees and dappling. What I would do here, because I want to use multiply usually if I am using in a tree situation. So I'm going to take most of the previous clouds out. I'll leave these in here. They might make something neat later. So then I'm going to take my quick selection brush and do a little bit something different. I'm going to select where I don't want the sky, right here, and then inverse my selection. That just makes it easier. And then feather it, and again put it on its own thing here. And then for this one, oh, for the other one, I forgot that one was out of the sunset dusk. And the beach one was out of bright and blue, I believe. So here's let's see, this one we're going to use the fields of gold, and I believe that's sunset dusk. And again, I'll create a clipping mask. I'm going to bring it down a little bit right here. Okay, and then I'm going to hit multiply on here. And you can see some of those other clouds are showing through. If you don't like that, you're more than welcome to go and take those out. All you need to do is click on your background and use like a, something. Oh, you need to go here too. You would just use your spot healing brush or something to get those out of there if you don't like them. So I'm going to go back here on my mask again, grab a black brush like we've been doing at a lower opacity. I just want to make sure the line is erased right here. Right in here. But again, these trees are showing so much through, you need to be able to, like this was already here before, this was not. So you just kind of have to, you want a lot of it to show through. And then around him, what I would probably do is bring it down to a really low opacity and just kind of brighten it up around him some, because the sun was kind of coming through right in here. And then I would click on my sky again and go here to blur and hit that like that. And then I would just go ahead and edit it as normal. And there we go. See, I kept those in there whenever I did the edit before. But it looks way better than it did before. So you get a little something more fun and dramatic there. So there we go. I just thought I would do a couple of quick tutorials for you in some different situations so you could see the skies at work. Thanks so much.